Hey third grade. I am going to do a little video with you today about our lesson that's talking about value and shading. And so we're going to just do the drawing part together, and then I can explain the coloring part also with you. So the first thing you need is a square paper and pencil, and you are going to just draw like a plus sign right through the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then I am going to draw like an X through it now. But I want to make sure that my lines match up in the middle there. So I could have started at the middle and gone out. Maybe that would have been better, like this. Okay, there is my first part of my drawing. Now we're gonna do this drawing section by section. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections. Okay, so the first section we are going to start with. I want you to think of this as if you were going to be drawing a flower in the middle of your paper. Like, we want to draw a curved line, but we want it to be like a pretty curved line, a really curved line. So if I was going to do just the first part on each of these, it's almost like I was drawing a flower in each section of my paper. So maybe you can draw the first curved line in the middle of each one. If yours are not quite as curvy as this, that is definitely okay also. But now we are going to try and repeat this curved line going out in the section. So I drew one of them. Now I'm going to try and draw another one. And I don't want them to be right next to each other because we're going to color inside of here. So give yourself a little bit of space. Plus, if you make them so close together, you're going to be working on this project for a really long time. So all I'm doing is I'm just kind of starting on the edge where I ended my last one, and I go up, and I arch over, and I come all the way back down on this side. Okay, I'm going to do it on the next one too. So I'll go a little faster now. You can pause if you need to. Don't forget, don't keep them so close, don't make them so close together. There we go. And it's going to start turning into an optical illusion. And it's going to start making, the rounder your lines are, the more it's going to look like this is popping out like a 3D surface. Next one, I'm going to work my way all the way around it. Okay, and I have one that's actually finished. So you can pause your video if you want to, but I'll show you the one that I have that's finished. There you go. There's the one that I have that's finished. So what I want you to do on the back of your paper, when you get this done, if you have to pause and finish it, that's fine. When you get this done, I want you to turn your paper over, and we're going to try and draw just like one of these sections. So if I took like this section right here and I drew it on the back of my paper. Arch line, it's almost like you're drawing a moon. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the practice. So when we talked about value, we talked about wanting to see light, medium, and dark colors, but you use all the same pencil or colored pencil. It's just that you push with different pressures. So on the outside edge of this, I'm going to draw a better one than that. There. On the outside edge of this, I am going to draw really dark. So I start each edge really dark. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, it can be a little jaggedy. That's okay. It helps it to blend. So I push the hardest on those two. Those are my darkest values. Now I'm going to show medium. So I'm going to make my pencil be a little bit lighter now. So I'm not pushing quite as hard. And on this side too. It's almost like I'm making an Oreo sandwich. So it's like the dark cookies on the outside and the light stuffing in the middle. So now the middle, I want it to be very, very light. So I'm barely pushing and I'm barely touching my pencil to my paper. When I get all of my sections like that on this side of my paper, it's gonna look like it pops out. So what you can do is start with one section and pick maybe like 2 colors. I could do red, blue, or blue, orange, or something. Okay, so I have another one that I've started here. I'll show you. I started this one, and I'm going to start making them pop out. So I'm going to show you like an easier way to remember how to color them in. So one thing you want to think about is that wherever your section is, this line next to the line is going to be the darkest part. Okay, so a good way to do that, I'm going to just start with my orange. I'm doing my whole thing orange and blue. You can decide to switch colors in each section if you want to, but I'm choosing to do the whole thing orange and blue. So I'm going to make this section, I'm going to start with orange. So I'm going to start by coloring dark orange on this side because I know I want it to be dark on the outsides. Skip one because that's blue. Dark on this side. Skip one because that's blue. Dark on this side. So I'm using all the same pressure at first. I'm going to get through all the dark sections that I want to color first. Then I can come back and do my medium so I don't have to keep switching pressure. Dark. Dark. So there's all of my dark orange sections on this side of this section. So now I can come up this side, and it's going to be the same. This one is orange, so I'm going to go dark on this side, dark on this side of my orange section, dark on this side, dark on this side, okay. All right, those are all my orange sections, and those are all my dark values. Now I'm going to make it go medium, so I'm not going to push as hard on my pencil. So I'm going to go medium on this side. I'm going to work my way back up to the top again. Medium, medium, medium. This is how it's going to make it look really shiny and make it look like it pops out. Medium, medium. And I would do the same thing with blue in all the sections that I haven't filled in yet. I'm going to go back up this side and do my medium pressure. Medium, medium, medium. Keep in mind that this is something new. We have never done this before, and it's a little bit tricky to learn how to shade with a colored pencil. Okay, so don't get discouraged. Just ask for help if you need it. So there are all of my medium sections. You can tell that it's starting to look round. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in the middle of all of these sections as light as I can. It's like the Oreo stuffing. The white cream in the middle of the sandwich. Really, really light. Barely touch your pencil to your paper. There we go. And last one. Good. Then I could do the same thing with blue. I would work my way up on this side of my section with the dark blue, starting dark on the outside, dark on this side, and so forth. You get the idea. Okay, and it's going to be the same for each section. That's why I told you that I didn't want you to make your sections so close together because you'd be working on it for a really, really long time. Okay, now if yours happens to be one that is not so rounded, that's okay too. I started one that looks like this, and these sections aren't quite as round. It's still going to look very nice, okay? But you can tell that this is where my dark value is. Medium, light, medium, dark. Okay? If you have questions, let me know, or you can rewind the video and rewatch anything you need to. Hope you have a good day. Bye.